Well played. Page 197 only, and only do numbers 1 through 4. However, for number 3, I also want that one done algebraically. What does that mean, Mr. Q? Well, if we're not doing graphically, what are the two methods of solving the system? Elimination or substitution. So for number 3, aside from graphing it, choose a method and solve it the other way. All right. So today we wanted to go and look at something like this. Don't copy this, please. It says, a tour boat travels an island in a pattern that can be modeled by the equation 3x squared plus 25y squared equals 900. However, a fish boat approaches the island on the path that can be modeled by the equation 3x minus 2y equals -8. Is there danger of collision? If so, where? So, before we get to that point, I'm going to go over a couple things to make sure you guys see what I see. And we'll go from there. You don't need a Cornell note. You can just take a note straight up as the way I present it. So, on your paper, let's make a column, label it function. Equation. And the third column is going to be the graph. So I'm going to show you what my noodle sees, and hopefully you see what I see. See? All right. First one, linear. Linear function. What does that look like? Y equals x. Did we have one of those last night? Yeah, it was in there in one of the systems. What's another way of writing it? F of x equals x. What's another presentation? Y equals 2x plus 1. What's another way of writing that? F of x equals 2x plus 1. What's another way of writing this one that doesn't look so organized? Oh, y minus 2x equals 1. What's the only difference? That this one's already solved for y, this one is not. All of those, that graph look like this. Upward. Why? Because the slope is next to the x. It's an invisible slope, this one, and it's positive, it's going up. This one's a 2 over 1, that means it's going up. What does that mean, Mr. Q? Yeah, what does that mean? What if I gave you y equals negative 3x plus 5? That means that slope is going downward, like so. What else can we conclude from the equation, Mr. Q? Well, that the constant, this one and that one, is where the graph crosses the y-axis. So, here's my y-axis right there. So this one's going to cross at what? Positive 1. This one's going to cross at what? Positive 5. You're saying, Mr. Q, that doesn't make sense. I'm just showing you where it's going to cross. Here, let me split it up, I guess. Bless you. Better? All right. So, things to notice. Look at them. Do you see any exponents? No exponents. Technically, they do have, the variables have an invisible one, but I'm saying, do you actually visually see any exponents on the variables? No, no exponents. So if you have an equation that has no exponents on any of the variables, what kind of function is it? Linear. All right. Next one, absolute value. Y equals absolute value of x. What's another way of writing that? Y, not y, f of x. equals absolute value of x. What does that graph look like? It looks like a V. Why, Mr. Q? Because if this was the x-axis right here, watch. If that's the x-axis, that means if I substitute negative 1 into the absolute value, what is the output? Positive 1 of y, which is right there, so there's my point. What if I substitute negative 2? What is the output of the absolute value of negative 2? Positive 2, so it's right there. How about over here? If I substitute positive 1, what do I get out? Positive 1. If I substitute positive 2, what do I get out? Positive 2. So what does that mean? That all values, doesn't matter what I substitute in there, aside from 0, they're always going to be positive. That's why it becomes a V. Yes? And from there, I said we can continue, do transformations. Look, f of x equals absolute value x and whatever absolute value. You're saying, why did you leave a space? Well, what do you want it to do? You want to go to the right or to the left? What do you guys want? To the right? So that means we do minus what? How many steps do you want it to go to the right? 5. What if I wanted to go to the left? Plus 7 or plus whatever. What if I wanted to go up? Plus 3. What if I wanted to go down after that? Minus whatever. You're like, oh my goodness, Mr. Q. I know, right? Next. Look. What if it looked like this? F of x equals negative absolute value of x. What happens to the original? Invert. There you go. Do you want to add a transformation to that? Okay. What do you want it to do? Roman, McGuire, what do you want to do? How many steps? 3 steps to the left, so we add 3. And from there, if you don't want it to go anywhere else, you don't put anything at the end. If you want it to go down, then you do minus 2. And once again, look at all the equations. What do you notice? Are there any exponents? No exponents. So far we have linear and absolute value functions that do not have any exponents on the variables. All right. Quadratic. And I'm going to focus on x right now. There it goes. Y equals x squared. Also, f of x equals x squared. How does that graph look like, Mr. Q? Like this. All right. Let's use this one to do some transformations. F of x equals parentheses x squared. This is this. You guys see it? So now I'm going to add a transformation. What do you want it to do? To go to the right or to the left? To the right. So we do minus 7. It went 7 steps to the right. What else do you want it to do? Go up or down? All right. Minus 1. So to the right 7 and 1 down. All right. What if it was like this? What happens? Invert. There it is. And of course, if you want to do transformations, what do you want it to do? Just substitute in there. I want you to make it go to the left 5 and 3 up. Let's see what you come up with. Left 5, 3 up. You should have done plus 5 plus 3. All right. What do you guys notice on all these different type of equations? Which variable has an exponent? So you're going to write exponent meant only on x. And we get a parabola. What are these known as? Vertical parabola. All right, let's go to quadratics. But now I'm going to focus on the y. All right, let's see. X equals y squared. F of y equals y squared. What is that going to look like, Mr. Q? Like this. Oh, I remember these. Yes, but the only thing I give them to you like this. Y minus 2 squared equals to 4 parentheses x plus 2. Remember those? Yeah. What are these known by? They're known by horizontal parabolas. All right, Mr. Q, what if it was like this? F of y equals to negative y cubed. I mean, y squared, sorry, y squared. What does that happen? It inverts it the other way. So what do you guys notice on all the equations? Exponent on y only. Go to the next one, quadratic. But now I'm going to focus on x and y. Here it goes. X minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 9. What do you guys notice? Now the exponent is on what variables? Both x and y. So what does that mean, Mr. Q? Yeah, that at the end we're going to get a circle. Exponent on x and y. Look at it. What is our center? 2, 3. What is our radius? Square root of 9, which is 3. So what does that mean, Mr. Q? That the center of the circle you plotted at 2, 3, and the radius, that means from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, every of these points has to be 3 steps away from the center. Yes? And last but not least, cubic. Y equals x cubed, or f of x equals x cubed. Looks like this. If you want to transform it, which way do you want it to go? To the right or to the left? Let's go left. Plus 5. How about up and down? Down, I'm going to go down 4. The whole function goes up or down. And last but not least, same thing, cubic. X equals y cubed, or f of y equals y cubed. If x cubed goes up and down, guess which way y cubed is going to go? Side to side. and with transformations and all that. So what I wanted to show you guys is this. On your home plate, they're giving you a system, 2 equations. Hopefully now you can identify which ones are there. Let me go back to the home plate. Look at this one. Look at number 7. Can you picture the linear one? Yeah, it's this one, linear, because it doesn't have any exponents. Look at this one. The exponents are on what? The x and the y. So what kind of function is this? A circle. Yes? Yes, Mr. Q. All right, guys. There's no tutoring today, but tonight, work on numbers 1 through 4 of page 197. One through 4. And number 3, make sure you do that also algebraically. Good one, guys. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Page 197.